can't live it. I can't live it. I can't live it. I can't live it. I can't live it. Make it feel. Make it feel that I can't live without you. That I can't live without you. 'Cause
hear me? Just say I did. We didn't hear you. Because do we have anything? So you didn't hear me, David. There's just one little mistake he made, but that's okay. We go there. All I said was this: welcome. All I said was we're going to level up today. We're going to talk about level up with business relationships. We're going to talk about level up with mindset, and we're going to talk about leveling up with finance. And we have some amazing people we're going to introduce to you today. These are amazing people because they are really doing it, and their heart is about helping people to level up. They really are doing something with bringing impact to the world with their platforms, and we are pleased to be introducing to you, introducing them to you. So right now I'm gonna, I hope that video was kind of inspiring. It was inspiring to me too, because it's like, start living, baby, start living, start leveling up. So right now I'm just gonna pass it over. Actually, I'm not gonna pass it over because we already passed it over. Okay. So I'm just gonna go on. I'm just gonna tell you like why should we level up, right?
Okay.
So we're just gonna share this screen here because we need to level up because there's a lot of financial instability going on, and so we need financial stability. And according to a survey that from Bankrate, 45% of people, Americans, report having a side hustle. That means that you're not the only one that probably needs a secondary income in order to make ends meet. And listen, even if you're making ends meet and you have a budget and you are hitting all of the marks, I'm sure there are things that you want to do that you still need to have extra income for. You may want to vacation more. You may want to travel more. You may want to introduce those grandchildren to a higher private school education or other experiences where they can learn. Now we're learning a lot of different things about how experiences and our impact with our children can help them to grow, and not just education from a school alone. Also, cost of living. We all know the past 35 years we've seen that inflation has come to a point where we're just not able to do what our parents could do. We're not able to do what our grandparents could do because we're working with less, and we still want and need to do more. But so cost of living and rising costs, especially in the urban areas, have led to many individuals seeking additional sources of income. That's why we're here too. Level up, right? Job insecurity. Now, I'm going to tell you my story. I tell you, I have worked for companies like GE Capital, Computer Leasing. I've worked for CIT Group. I've worked for Newcourt. I've worked with startups, Pure Markets, Captara. And I've worked with these companies that are big companies. And I tell you, I've worked 10 years, 15 years, another 8 years in another company, financial services, equipment leasing, procurement. And there comes a times where they decide that they're going to do a re-engineering. They're going to do a restructuring. There is something that they want to do that changes their mode. And sometimes people aren't always included in that. So with that job insecurity and instability, I was laid off. And I had to start over with someone else. I had to move over here. I had to switch up and pivot because my whole well-being was based on what it is that they needed to do, right? And so after a while, after all that pivoting, that's like, I can't just leave my life in someone else's hands. And we can't just always leave our lives in someone else's hands. It's okay to continue your career path, to move and pivot, to continue to excel. but also know that there are other ways to have some kind of security in your life. And that comes from also allowing yourself to have a different set of or different source of income, a secondary income, right? And so why level up more? The entrepreneurial spirit. Listen, I'm pretty sure you've probably heard a lot of more people are really having a lot of success. We ourselves have had success. And it comes from people taking and harnessing what it is that they know, what they have spent their life learning and educating themselves on so that they can add value. If there's a problem out there and you can solve it, that's adding value. And there's no reason why you shouldn't get paid for it, especially if it's something that you really enjoy doing and you want to spend the time and invest the effort, energy, and resources and other other things that you'll need to do to invest in to help build a business. So skill development too, that's another thing. We all need to level up our skills if we want to move forward. So with skill development, you can even start with a secondary job or business of your own, and you can learn on the way. And that skill development may even help you with the career that you're doing. So you may want to pivot in the different profession within an industry, and you can do something on the side to kind of learn and help develop yourself. So that's another way of pivoting and moving forward. So I want to just say, you know, are you guys here with me? Are you guys still ready to hear? I just want some engagement here. Is there, if you're here and you still are interested in leveling up and you want to level up with finances, you want to level up with relationships, why don't you type that in? If you're leveling up with relationships, type relationships. If you want to level up with business, type business. If you want to level up with finance, type finance, so we know kind of like what we can gear things to so that we're making sure that we're trying to help add value, right? We got anything going?
Absolutely. We got level up in the comments. We got yes, level up. Tandra says level up. Darcel says she's here. All right. Erica Means. All right. She said I'm here for all of it.
I got like
Katrina Lewis. She said hello. She is here. Yes. Oh, and our Petite said she is here. Janae says hashtag level up. Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
I have like 3 pages of why we need to level up, right? There's like
You're gonna go through all pages.
Technology. I'm gonna tell you this. But let me just reel it back with you guys and just tell you a little bit about us, right? So just to, David, maybe you can bring up that screen so that they can see and don't have to be looking at me.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so like we're the founders of OnStage Plus. Together, me and David with our partner, Patique White, started OnStage Plus as a live stream production company in 2015. We then began to also support independent film directors with behind the scenes photography, videography, and equipment rental because we had already before had been doing photography and videography, not just for our own interests and hobbies, but also with religious organizations that we were affiliated with because we believed in what it was that we were doing it for. We wanted to kind of help tell the right stories. We also then went on to start the OnStage Plus TV network in 2018, starting with the Roku platform, which is Stage Performances. In 2019, we had the opportunity to expand to other smart TV platforms. And then we were able to license content for blockbuster movies and other content and continue to film stage performances that would inspire and entertain. That includes musical performance and also stage performance with speakers and thought leaders. We then went on to, in 2023, we finally reached a milestone of 100K channel downloads across the globe on our different platforms, which is huge. Like just last month, I think it was, we got Russia. Russia had been black for a while. And so we're getting viewed in Russia, Ukraine. I mean, like there's a lot of these, Uzbekistan, a lot of these different countries I don't even know how to pronounce, but they are inspired by what we are putting out there. So we're encouraged by that. In 2024, just this year, we have launched our new web application that allows our viewers to begin to not just listen to content that may inspire, but to be able to directly engage with those celebrity brands that may have shows and performances on our network. You can engage with them directly. You can buy their products, or you can even experience some of the knowledge that they have to share across all different types of industries. So it's really incredible that we're offering that. So we're really excited about that as well. Plus, We're going to be moving to some more smart TV platforms and some other opportunities as well. So we're really excited. So that's a little bit about us. And now I'm going to hit it back over to David, and we're going to see if our first subject matter expert is available.
All right. Well, look, I guess I'm back here on the hot seat. Katrina Lewis says, yes, relationship, business, finance. Absolutely. You guys, we're excited. When we started to do this level of challenge, we had a lot of planning. We were like, okay, what are we going to do? Because I've seen different places that kind of show you 1, 2, and 4, but they don't show you 3. I wanted to make sure we give you 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I was in a situation to where I needed these tools and I wasn't able to get the tools because I didn't have the money. So I'm like, let's give people the tools and then they'll be able to get the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mindset. And I always believe that if you have the ability to do it, you have the duty to do it. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. That's why I'm really excited to bring you part of this level up challenge. Now we have a phenomenal speaker, Cheryl Monroe, who's going to be coming to the stage. And let's see if she's ready. Have we looked to see if she's ready? Oh, she's ready. There she is. Oh, she's in the green room.
Intro.
We're about to let me play her intro. Yes, let me play her intro, you guys. Bear with me. This is live. All right. So hold on one sec, Cheryl. Here we go. Sorry, wrong intro. All right. Oh my God. I am so, thank you for this being incredible, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. And yeah, tell the people, talk to the people, because I'm going to go over here and just curl up.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Cheryl Monroe with CK Management Consulting Group. I'm here to talk about the incredibly powerful avenue for growth and sustainability that many entrepreneurs overlook. Government contracting. Starting and growing a business is no small feat. It demands not just our time and effort, but a strategic understanding of where reliable, long-term opportunities lie. Government contracts offers just that. A stable and ongoing source of income that can fundamentally change the scale and sustainability of your business. The beauty of government contracts is that they provide a level of security that is rare in other sectors. The government is a customer that needs a wide array of services and products, from technology and healthcare to catering and construction. Moreover, these contracts are often long-term, which means consistent revenue for your business. However, securing a government contract is not just about bidding. It's about preparing your business to meet stringent requirements. The preparation starts with proper registration and obtaining the necessary certifications. Being certified, especially as a minority or woman-owned business, can give you a significant advantage due to set-aside contracts, which reduce competition. But why stop there? Once you're registered and certified, it's about understanding your buyers, knowing what the government agency needs, and tailoring your services or products to meet those needs. It's about demonstrating your reliability and capability through a track record of excellence. Every contract fulfilled impeccably builds your reputation and opens the doors to more opportunities. Let's not overlook the value of a well-crafted proposal. Your proposal is your first impression, your pitch, and your chance to stand out. It must articulate clearly how you intend to meet the agency's need effectively. Leveling up your business with government contract is more than just a financial decision. It is a strategic one. It requires preparation, understanding, and engagement. But the payoff to a market that offers stability and growth is like no other. I urge you to explore this avenue. Take those steps towards certification, to network, and to understand your client. The effort you put in is not just an investment in a contract, but in the future of your business. Thank you for spending time with me this afternoon.
Thank you, Cheryl. Like Cheryl's in a different state, so it's morning to us, but she's in the East Coast. So I really appreciate her taking time out of her busy life to do that. She helps businesses actually get established and prepared in order to go after government contracts, and she knows where to go to get those contracts. There's contracts that you can get if you are in photography or videography like us. There's contracts you can get if you're in janitorial. There's contracts you can get if you're a writer or if you do accounting. Just about any industry, you can get it with the government contracts. So there's no reason why any business should have to go out of business because there are government contracts. And that's one way to have that stability that you would need in order to kind of help grow and continue to invest in your business, is by getting yourself prepared, following all of those different steps that she was talking about to position yourself to be able to go after government contracts, because they are plentiful. They are plentiful, and sometimes even when you apply for them, it can be quick in turning them around and getting them started and actually begin to reap from those benefits. So thank you, Cheryl. So I have on my screen financial, baby. Let's talk a little bit about finance, because it's something we all need. So I have like a really like short-term goal for you guys. It's not a short-term for us, because we be working in real time, real world, and not necessarily what social media says. Oh, you can make 6 million in 6 seconds. Just follow me. But we're not saying that. We're trying to say, okay, well, maybe we can see about like showing you like, here's some cool techniques on how to maybe take $20 a week maybe, and maybe turning it into $1,000 over the course of 6 months. And that's certainly something that I think is beneficial to anybody. So I have a few things that we're going to talk about to go over that, but that's just like a little gem before we bring in our habit and financial subject matter expert, Mike Wynn. But before I do that, let's just switch to my screen here, David, on financial. Okay, first it all starts with budgeting and saving. I mean, you already know this, leveling up. Well, we got a budget, I got to save, I got to know exactly what my expenses are. Yes. Leveling up doesn't mean that someone is going to just do everything for you, or that an app is going to do everything for you. Leveling up is meaning we're making a conscious choice ourselves to put energy and effort into changing our lives and moving forward. And yeah, that probably starts with mindset. That, you know, that's having a growth mindset where you are saying, there's nothing I cannot do if I put my mind to it. It's not saying I can't. It's like removing that from your vocabulary, because there's so many people say, I'm not this, I can't, I've learned myself and I don't do this. Growth means that you can always rise and do and be better. You don't have to stay where you were. You can move and be something else. No one's saying that you will be this creative or wonderful singer, but you know, some singers have shown with practice and with purpose that they can go from not really being able to sing to being able to sing. So, you know, anything is possible. So that's what a growth mindset is. And the same with your finance and budget. You put effort into it, you can get something from it. So like if you have a weekly savings and you save $20 every week, in 6 months, you'll probably have about $480 saved. But that, of course, includes you tracking your expenses, and you can do something that's easy with an app. So there's apps like YNAB, which is You Need a Budget. Some of those cost, but I tell you, there's one app called Every Dollar. I have it on my phone, Every Dollar. And it lets you just plug in those numbers, and it starts doing some of those calculations. So it makes it easier so that you don't have to take the time to create spreadsheets. And actually, I have spreadsheets with formulas in it that I've done too. But you know, sometimes apps are better. It's on your phone. It's easy for you to use. So definitely something that's worthwhile. Next is, there we go, cryptocurrency. Don't be afraid of cryptocurrency. Try it out. You don't have to put a lot, put a little bit. There are applications that you can use that you can put a little bit here and there, and you can just test and see how it grows, right? So there's small scale investments you can do. That can be another way to grow your $20 weekly Coinbase. buy finance, you be aware that, of course, that there are risks involved, but there's no success without risk. So, no success without risk, right? So then there's, of course, you can earn extra income with freelance or gig work, Fiverr, there's Upwork, there's, some people do Uber, they do Instacart, whatever. I'm sure you know about those things. Don't sell your short on selling items on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You would be surprised how you can just do a quick design on some AI platform and put it on a t-shirt. There's actually apps that allow you to do that. You don't have to have an inventory anymore. You don't have to buy heat press machines. Things are easy for you now, so you can do something on the side, especially if it's something that you have a interest in. Okay, so now I'm gonna
Clear your thing. Clear your X. Things are still.
I have no idea.
That's the X code.
Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to go kick it back over to David, and we're going to get ready for Mike.
All right. So you guys, as you said, we're doing this. This is live. There's a lot of technology being involved. We're using touchscreen interfaces. We're bringing them into you guys. So if there's some hiccups, you guys bear with us. That's right. As Tiki said, there is no success without risk. I was looking the other day, and I just want to say this. Our son, our youngest son, works for Amazon in their programming department up in Seattle. And he graduated college. He got the job. He's so excited. And I'm watching this thing on CNBC, and they're talking about how Amazon, Google, Tesla, all these companies are laying off. And no longer all the perks that people used to get when they were working for tech companies, massages, paid time off, they got money toward their vacations, all this stuff. Oh, that's gone. And now because it's about the bottom line, and a lot of these tech workers are realizing these tech companies that really lured them with so much, we're going to take care of it, we're going to do this, they're just like regular companies. When it comes down to it, they got to make money. And I say that because I am always going to be the advocate of have your own source of revenue. You can work for people, and I've seen it in my family for years, where you work for a company for decades, and then they go, thank you so much. Here's your pension, or they might squander the pension from bad investments, and they go, thank you. You curl up and you die, and they replace you before the body's even warm, cold. I'm just saying that because I have a passion for people to start their own business, and that's one of the things I'm really glad we're being able to talk about, because when you're leveling up, you're making sure you have a source. It can be a side hustle, but make sure you've got something, so if in the event that something happens to your main source, you're like, oh, what am I going to do? You're like, okay, this is my side. I'm just going to ramp this up so I can still maintain what I'm used to and having in my lifestyle. I just want to say that. We have a presentation by Michael Wynn. Now, he's known as Coach Wynn because he coaches you to win, and he is also known as the habit coach. You've got to get in the habit. We all know that if you started elementary school and you started first grade, you didn't go to second grade until you completed the first grade, and you had to go every day. It was a habit. People know about posting on social media to get into the algorithm, and so they have a habit. They have things that are scheduled so they're consistent. It's the same way with leveling up. You've got to make it a habit if you're going to make sure your finances go to the next level, your relationships, and your business. You've got to pour into those on a consistent basis. So let's bring in Coach Wynn, and I'm bringing his intro, then bringing his presentation. Here we go.
I am a success strategist, financial expert, and authenticity coach. And I am excited to be a part of this 3-day challenge, Level Up. I'm going to share with you a small portion of a coaching program. And this is about 3 successful habits, day in and day out, that I believe are essential to our lives when we think about repetition and habits. Because habits are a key to finding our way through the things that we need and the way we operate. So I want to share with you what I think are our unique habits, which would be budgeting, physical fitness, and self-care. And I have a link that you can find me and find my brand in other places to enhance your ability to sharpen your habit skills, which are personal and your business operation. And I believe that those winning strategies will come through with habits. So I want to talk about budget habit. Budget habits, personal and your business, is more than just crunching numbers. It's about taking control of your financial future by creating a budget and sticking to it. You're setting yourself up for financial success. There's a few steps in budget habits, which these 10 steps will talk about tracking expenses. Keep tabs of your spending and understand where your money goes. That's the most important. I have been a financial auditor for many years, and that's one of the fail things people experience, is not knowing where their money is sometimes. Create a budget, a realistic budget with a plan based on your income and your goals. Set goals. Define the long-term and short-term financial targets that will keep you motivated. Prioritize saving, and I want to say prioritize spending, not spending. That's right. Prioritize saving and prioritize not spending. But saving, you should allocate some money before your expenses. Your budget should be reviewed regularly to adjust it to stay on track. Sometimes you might have to adjust the end of the month or the next month, the subsequent months, to meet your goals. Avoid impulse buys. You always have to make sure that it's something that you had in plan in your budget. Plan irregularity expenses. Always set aside money for unexpected costs. It's important. Stay flexible. Be open to adjust your budget as circumstances change. You might have room to go up or down. You never know. Celebrate the milestones. Recognize achievements in budgeting to stay motivated. It's exciting to know that, gosh, I am in the black again with my money. I'm doing well. That's going to allow you to save extra money or enjoy that extra money. And the last one is to understand there's budget apps out there to help you. Some of the most popular ones are Rocket Mortgage, Mint.com, Honeydew, Empowerment, but there are so many tools that will get you motivated, in addition to reading financial publications and articles about budgeting and staying in track with your financial information. Budget habits. By adopting budget habits, you can take control of your finances, reduce financial stress, and work towards a more secure financial future. I wrote a book, my second book, called The Habit Effect: Your Life, Your Money. And one of the chapters is Avoid Financial Stress. You'll have the opportunity to seek that book out, but I want to tell you how important it is, because I always say stress leads to the rest. And I'll get to that information a little more about financial.
Level up, level up, level up, level up.
It's live. This is what happens, you guys. If you guys want to see in totality, if you didn't hear what I just said before, if you want to see the entire video for Coach Wynn, go to onstageplus.com, go to Celebrity Brands, go to Michael Wynn. He has the video in totality. It is phenomenal, and it's incredible. And so you guys, we're switching there and we're using different methodologies. So please excuse me because this is all my fault. I'm responsible for the clicks and stuff. So you guys, our next person, of course, is going to be, I guess, me. Would you know it? And still a little self-promotion there, you guys. My background is in nonverbal communication. I am a certified nonverbal communication specialist. Say that 5 times. I studied clinical psychology, behavioral management, and nonverbal communication is where I really got excited because of the fact that it's like a superpower. And I want to talk to you about that and why this is important, because when you can actually, you've heard the term maybe read the room, right? You ever have somebody come in there and they just off base and they're like, oh my God, and you're just like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Why don't they just read the room? I do that a lot. I don't know about you, but I do that a lot. Where it's like if you can actually tell what a person's thinking, then you're able to interface with them and kind of work through them. Have you ever met somebody and you're like, I just like that person, something about them, and people are like, oh, they energy. A lot of times it's because the body language, nonverbal communication. They say, depending on studies, 90% of what we say, sometimes they say 70%, 80%, but definitely more of what we say is nonverbal than is verbal. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys here and kind of look at you guys. As I said, nonverbal communication is a superpower. If you've ever seen different things, you don't got to be hit by a meteor, lightning. You ain't got to drink no irradiated water to get a superpower. You can get a superpower just from what I'm about to teach you right here. Okay, what is the superpower? What is nonverbal communication? Once again, it's those things that our body says that we can't hide. Now, I want to give you guys a little background here. You ever watch a TV cop show, right? And they're coming in there interrogating. And this is actually what happens in law enforcement. And let me go back. When I first started studying this, and when I got certified, and after that, to combining my background in psychology, behavioral modification, and when I saw the practical applications of nonverbal communication, there were 2 areas I could go into. One was risk management in corporate America, where people are accused of embezzlement or accused of stealing something or whatever, or they're being hired and they want to make sure this person really is going to do what they say they're going to do on their resume. The other one is law enforcement, where you're watching behind a 2-way glass and you're watching the suspect be interrogated by the officer, and you're kind of telling them, okay, we're uncomfortable with that line of questioning, have the officer pursue that line of questioning, okay, he's lying. And I thought, if I'm working with law enforcement, I'm probably going to be putting more black and brown men in jail. And if I'm working in risk management, I'm probably going to work for corporate America, and that's no fun. So I thought I'll use these skills in our own media company to help people level up. So when you're actually in front of the camera, I'm kind of the person behind the camera going, do this. Here's a power pose to get more confident. Here's what you can do to actually get more in tune with the viewer. So I'm that guy, right? Now, you can't hide the nonverbal cues. Normally what happens is, and going back to law enforcement, when they're asking somebody about something, they establish a baseline. You hungry? You want something? Do you smoke? You want something to drink? What are you? They establish a baseline rapport. Hey, we understand what's going on. We're not really looking for you. We're looking for the other guy and everything. And then once they establish the baseline of how the person operates or how their body language, then they can start with the line of questioning. And then any deviation from the baseline, that's when they know we got you, or this person's telling the truth. I'm going to show you how to do that. So there's certain things, like they say nonverbal communication specialists can usually fuel a polygraph, because we know how to control our breathing. We know how to put ourselves in the right mindset. So when they're asking the questions, we come up as genuine. That, or either we're pathological or psychological liars. But I'm concerned to go with the other one. So let's talk about when you're ready to have a conversation. The feet don't lie. Now here's something I'm going to tell you in social situations. If there's somebody you want to talk to and they're talking to somebody else, as opposed to butting into the conversation and getting that, nobody asked you to come in here. We was having a good conversation for you, so rudely interrupted us. Look at the person's feet. If people are engaged with each other, the feet are pointing toward each other. When a person is ready to leave, the feet are the first thing that check out. So if I'm facing somebody and my feet are like this, I'm into what they're saying. I'm digging it. We're having a good conversation. But if I'm looking at them like this and my feet are already checked out, pointing to the left or to the right, my body is ready to go. So you approach the person who looks like they're ready to go. Hey, how you doing? They will usually use that as a segue to go, great. Hey, did you know this person? And bring you in to take their place. You know, it's just what it is. The feet never lie. Women do a thing called blocking. Have you ever sat, and this is for the guys here, I'm strictly speaking from the guy's standpoint, sat down and there's a young lady or somebody you want to talk to, and they go, okay, and they take their purse or something and they put it between you? That's a blocking mechanism. That's an invisible wall, like this is my space, you too close, right? Kind of take the cue and go, okay, and kind of if you start to move back, either they're going to keep that there because they still want that space, or as the conversation progresses, they might go, oh, let me move this and put over here. Then that wall comes down and you can tell now they're more engaged with what you're trying to do. Those are just two things. If you go to my celebrity brand profile at onstageplus.com, celebrity brands, and look for David Watts, I'm going to give you more tips and tools and tricks on how to be more engaged when it comes to nonverbal communications. There's all kind of body movements. We're also going to talk about paralinguistics. Paralinguistics is the study of words. Words have power, and I know you've probably heard this before, but it's really important, you guys, because, and I usually mention this to my real estate clients, agents that we work with, look for distancing language. When people, real estate is sometimes the biggest purchase that people make in their lives. Homes cost tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and sometimes millions of dollars. So look for distancing languages. 45% of real estate deals fall out of contract because the real estate agent didn't see the cues to keep that person engaged, the buyer engaged. When people are going, oh, our house, my house, or things like that, when that language turns to that house, their house, the house, that's distancing language, where they're mentally disconnecting from the purchase because maybe their friends or family have been talking to them going, you can get a better deal over here. And people always got somebody in their ear telling them they can do something better, even if sometimes they can't. And so when the real estate agent sees that, that's when they need to re-engage, send more pictures, have them come out, ask them questions, how do they feel? Because of course, buying real estate is a lengthy process. But those are some things that we talk about. Paralinguistics that does fall under nonverbal communications, and we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to give you the tips and tricks to be a super, I won't say super villain, but a superstar. Okay, so that's all of this I'm going to give you. I probably talked too much already. I'm going to bring my wonderful co-host back to the stage, and here she is.
All right, Rico, be real, because I was clearly circling. You didn't talk about mirroring. You didn't talk about how that helps build confidence. I know you guys, remember, we're here to level up. We're here to level up. We got some great things we want to share with you, and we want you to walk away and say, I got a little bit of value today. I got learned a little something, and I want to know more. And of course, with the onstageplus.com platform, you should all go and get a membership because it's free. You can actually access many of these subject matter experts. They do have products and they do have things that are available to learn about those subject matters for free. Then you can engage and begin to level up and learn, whether it's with business, whether it's with mindset, whether it's with finance, contracts, goodness, music, so much. Okay, so we do have it there. And so onstageplus.com is where you definitely need to go. But David, if he doesn't share this with you, because we're running out of time, and I think we are running out of time, we did commit to not trying to keep you guys too long. But definitely, if you go to onstageplus.com, we do have a special gift for you as well. So those who go and register will also receive in their email a special opportunity to download a guide that we have for you. It's a really in-depth guide about leveling up. So we want to make sure we give that to you.
Yes.
That has daily exercises.
Thank you. Yes, because it's an ebook and it's wonderful. It's got the journals in there. It's got level up exercises and challenges. It's a lot. So those that did register are going to get that in their email. And those that are just tuning in and just seeing this, if you go to onstageplus.com, I guess I'll put it under my celebrity brand platform. Go to David Watts, and I'll make sure I get that for you. You can register for free, you guys, on the platform. And these subject matter experts, such as Coach Wynn, such as Cheryl Monroe, and others that are going to be coming tomorrow and Tuesday, you're going to be able to interact with them. It's incredible. We got a lot for you.
We do have a lot. Please make sure you come back tomorrow and the next day, because some people are traveling. They couldn't make it today, but we got people in sales. We got people who offer and help you get leveled up on digital products. We got people who can help you level up relationships. I'm talking about doctors, people who are certified, who really understand and have worked with a plethora of people.
Oh, you know, we got the networking ninja.
We got the networking
ninja. Okay, I'm taking her.
We got all kind of great tips and information for you. So you are definitely going to get some value, and can, no matter what it is that you came for, whether it was relationships, finance, everybody needs a business. Everybody, I don't care. You need some type of little business, even if it's just a tax write-off. You need a business.
Yes.
So don't shortchange yourself. So definitely we'll be talking about business as well. So we hope to see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you go to onstageplus.com. Go sign up for the free membership. It's free. It's free. Plus, you know, you can even browse around and learn some things. So level up.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. And like I said, we won't keep you, but we're going to keep you engaged. We're going to keep you informed, and we're going to keep you leveling up. All right, you guys, so I will see you guys soon. And I'm going to have it better when tomorrow I'll be more polished. I know when I get out of it, I'm going to get some notes.
Level up, David.
You guys, thank you so much, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye now.